Today I would like to teach you how to have a really clean color transition from one color to another, from round to round, and it's completely smooth and no zigzag or jagged lines. Really clean. Isn't that amazing? So nothing like down here. So are you ready for it? Let me show you. So if you want to have a really clean color transition like you see right here, then you're going to have to do this, what I'm about to show you. So first thing you're going to do, so let's say this is where you're now going into the next color. So again, this is for color transitions round by round. This is not within a round or a row. This is from literally finishing up a round in one color and going into another color. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is you pull out your yarn right here. This is your very last stitch that you made in that color, right? So this is literally the last stitch of yellow, and this is the first stitch of the yellow. So I'm first going to make an invisible join. Okay, so you're going to take your yarn and your tapestry needle, and you're going to imitate your stitch. So that's the invisible join. You're going to go through here. You're literally going to cover up this stitch right here by going to the second stitch, going from the back to the front, like so. Just pull it through, and now you're going to insert it back into the stitch where it came from. So let me kind of hold this a little bit of an angle so you can see it. So this is the stitch where it came from, so we're going to go back into it, right? But slightly more of an angle here, and weaving your yarn kind of as you go. So I'm just going to pull this through like so, and then you're going to pull, so it imitates this stitch right there. Okay, so now you would say, okay, well, you can kind of see it there a little bit. That's okay, because we're going to cover that up in a moment using the new color, right? So it's now from the top here, it looks exactly like a stitch, right? So that's the invisible join. And now we're going to reconnect a new color here. So I'm just going to use the blue over here since I have this ready to go. So I have here some blue. I'm just going to use blue because black is very hard to see, so that you can see the color transition better. So the first thing I did is I made a slip knot. You can see right there. And now I'm going to take my running yarn. So not the slip knot. Okay. So this is like slightly different than you've ever seen before. And I literally just came up with this idea and I thought it was so pretty. So let me show you how to do that. Okay. So you're going to go through the stitch that you kind of can see down here, right? So kind of insert your hook into that. Literally just push it through. So it's the bottom one, right? Because we're trying to hide this stitch because it looks like from the front like two layers, right? So we're trying to hide that. So I'm going to go through it like so. Now I'm going to take the running yarn, not the slip knot, okay, but the running yarn, so the longer version, not the short one, the longer one. And I'm going to pull it through like so. So I have a little bit of a loop there, right? And now it looks almost like an S, right? So I'm going to pull this a little bit so you can see it, like two little loops, okay? And now you're going to take your hook and insert it into the slip knot, right? Like so. And now you're going to put that loop that you pulled through over here, okay? So like so. You can pull a little bit, get everything ready, hold your hand properly. And now you can see that it looks like we just made almost a single crochet, right? And that's what we're actually trying to do. We're skipping the turning chain altogether. We're skipping like some kind of knot to attach it or anything like that. We're literally just going to do this. And now if I yarn over and pull through, I literally just made my single crochet. So let me now make another single crochet like so. And you can see how the transition is super, super smooth. It's so clean. Like, it's incredible, right? So if you're now going to go around and around and you're going to come now here to the very end and you have now the last stitch and you need to connect it to the new stitch. Instead of doing non-continuous rounds, it makes it jagged. We're going to do continuous rounds. That means we're going to connect it back to the first stitch. as a slip stitch, but also not. So let me show you. So now once you reach the end, right, the end of the round, you need to now connect it back here to have that really smooth transition, right, like this, right? So how do you do that? You're going to do that in a kind of an invisible way. It almost looks like a slip stitch, but it's not. So what you're going to do is you're going to remove your hook, right, from that last loop, the last stitch that you made. You insert it into the very first stitch that you made. Now you're going to take your loop and put it back around onto your hook. Okay, so you either can use your hook or your hands. And now you're going to pull it to the back. All right, you're not really doing a slip stitch. You're kind of just pulling that loop to the back. And now you're just going to continue on into the next round. So let's say it's a single crochet, then you're just going to do a single crochet, right? Like so. And then you're going to do another single crochet in the next stitch, for example, right? I did not do a turning chain, and I simply just connected the stitches, the first and the last stitch, and that's it, by pulling the loop to the back and then just doing a normal single crochet on top. So that way the transition is completely smooth, and you can see it's on the same level. And now I'm just at the next level, no zigzag or anything, and it's completely smooth. I hope this was helpful. If you need more information, check down below in the description. There is a link there provided for you. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video, especially if this was helpful for you. It would really mean the world to me if you can share this. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching till the end. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you love crochet tips, and turn on the bell to get a notification next time I publish a new video or go live. I hope to see you then. Bye!